Welcome to Pound Posse Presents. It's another Saturday night, and here we are. It's been a long day for me. Up and at 'em very early today. I'm tired and I'm making, but I made it, so that's a good thing. Are you making noises in there? Yeah, Zach always has to put his 2 cents in, but it's okay, because it's Zach and we love him. Yeah, he's apparently very giddy today, and I haven't had too much of a sampling of it. We stopped to get a bite to eat on the way here, so yeah, add to the tired the full, and it should be time to go home and go to bed when we're done, but no, fear not. There are still many things to be done tonight, so I will do them. It's this funny because this was one of those nights that if I'd had a little more time at home, there were actually more dogs that I could have loaded and talked about tonight, but I ran out of time. And then somebody reached out to me about a couple of cats that need a home, so I'm gonna have to handle that either on my website or put them up next week. But if anybody's looking for a couple of kitties, I have a line on those, a mom and daughter, and I will get that information posted as soon as I can. And there's still more dogs that like I said, I just didn't have time to load, but I'll have something up and together for them posting. And I can't ask enough for people just to share, even if you're not able to adopt, if you're not able to foster. If you share, it makes such a difference, because people see that, and if they decide they want an animal, it's because of you, and it's a beautiful thing. But speaking of animals, I've got a list of adoptables to go through tonight, and I think we're gonna start with Bailey, if we may, Zach. Look at that sweet face. I can't even stand. He's got such soul in his eyes, and he's got a beautiful smile. He's a 9-year-old chocolate lab. He was found roaming in November, and he was never claimed. That always boggles my mind. It makes you wonder, was the dog stolen and dumped? Is there somebody looking for him? Is it that horrible story of, somebody just didn't want him anymore and let him go, took him for a ride, let him out of the car? It's always just so sad to know that these are the possibilities, because these are the times we live in. But anyway, he's said to be great with people and other dogs, though he may be, they say, a little humpy, but that's probably just nerves. I'm sure that will be settled down once he got used to another dog and an environment that he would settle into. He's at a perfect age, and with some love and a little direction, I'm sure he'd be a perfect companion. A 9-year-old dog. Somebody approached me and was interested in finding a chocolate lab, and I'd seen this guy, and I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect. And the response I got was, oh, he's too old. All right, I get on the heels of maybe you just lost a chocolate lab, old age and illness and whatever, so you're a little gun shy, but I mean, 9, he's got some good years left in him, and this is when a dog is mellow and doesn't have all that crazy puppy stuff. They may still be a little spunky and have a little energy and want to have zoomies here and there, but they're on the slow side of life, and it's actually really nice. People want to train their dogs and grow up with them, and I get that, but someone's looking for a chocolate lab. He's perfect. He's perfect. He gets along with other dogs. He's probably really mellow. He'd be a really perfect companion. I don't see why anybody wouldn't love to scoop him up. Look at that face. Just look at that face. Bark, Zach, bark. Look at that face. Anyway, Bailey is at Stanford Animal Control. And the number there is 203-977-4437. Once again, 203-977-4437. If you are interested in this very, very handsome chocolate lab named Bailey. Next up, we have Pugsley, which kind of makes me laugh because, you know, the Addams Family and all that, but Zach's in there doing the Addams Family. Yep, so Pugsley the Puggle is about 8 years old. Another older guy. Look at that sweet face. I can't even, I mean, he's a little, looks like he's a little grayed out, but, you know, sometimes younger dogs get that way too. Anyway, he loves everyone. He's good with dogs and kids. He's mellow with just the right amount of spunk. He's a sweetheart who should find a home pretty quickly. You know, the little guys always seem to stand a better chance for some reason than the bigger dogs. And, you know, again, people like these, for lack of a better term, designer breeds, and say that they can't find them in the shelters. Well, folks, here's a Puggle. He's a little older, but again, could quite be at his half-life, if that. No reason not to want an older dog who doesn't have to go through all the training and doesn't have to go through all of the, you know, energy that's gonna be sucked away from you for having to train a puppy. This is like a ready-made dog. He likes other dogs, he likes people, he likes kids, you know, just like pick him up and scoop him up and take him into your family, and it would be a beautiful thing. He's probably a great dog, and people have this mindset of they don't want the older dogs, and it blows me away because, you know, if I were like that, I wouldn't have little man, and he's like the most awesome thing ever. Anyway, Pugsley is also at Stanford Animal Control, and the number there is 203-977-4437. Once again, 203-977-4437. And that brings us to Diamond. Look at Diamond. She's beautiful. She is also an older girl of about 12, whose story is not hers alone, except that she fell into the right hands, and she has a second chance at a better life. She was used for many years by her owners, of course, to make money. Litters and litters of puppies who ended up who knows where, because, you know, when someone is breeding their dog relentlessly and endlessly, and, you know, they're not really caring about where these dogs end up, as long as they, you know, get the money for the puppies. That's all that matters to them. Anyway, poor Diamond, when she got old and started to really need to see a vet, something that, you know, she was never afforded to her, even for all the money that she made for her people. You know, they couldn't even be bothered cutting her nails, from what I read. These people actually bailed on her, saying that they couldn't afford her vet care. You know, honestly, you didn't put something aside. You bred her relentlessly and over and never took her to a vet. That's unconscionable. This poor dog just, you know, what kind of a life did she have? It just makes me sick, especially after, you know, think about what she probably made for these people. But anyway, there Diamond sat in the shelter with her days absolutely numbered. You know, a dog that needs medical care. She's older. She, you know, may have some issues. But fortunately, a rescue pulled her and changed everything. Diamond will need a home where someone will be home most of the day, because, you know, she really likes to be around her people. She'll need a few long walks daily, and she'd actually love to be in a home with another dog. They say that's not a deal breaker, but, you know, she does enjoy the company of other dogs, which is really awesome. Makes her that much more adoptable, hint, hint to all of you. But, you know, most of all, Diamond needs to be in a home that will spoil her. So if you're interested in finding out more about Diamond, you can email rescuedinthenickofTime@AOL.com. That's rescued in the NIC of time at AOL.com. And, I think that Diamond is another dog who just deserves everything good in her life. An older girl, but my God, she's probably wonderful. She's probably an absolutely wonderful dog. So if you're interested, please reach out. Again, I'll take this time to say that all these dogs are on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page, and if they're not, they will be. So if you can't do anything else, please at least share. Next up, we have Brock. Look at him. He is absolutely a clown. An upside down pity smile. What's better than that? Brock is another older guy at about 8 years old, and he weighs in at 82 pounds. He has no idea just how big he is and thinks he's a lap dog. But, then again, most of the big ones do. My Duke and Posse sure did. It's pretty typical. They have no concept of size. They have no concept of how they're squishing you when they decide to be in your lap. And you know something? It's a beautiful thing. Zach's in there laughing because he remembers those days in my house. It's just, they're wonderful. So anyway, Brock walks nicely on a leash, and here's a bonus, he likes other dogs. He loves belly rubs, and he gets very sad when it's time to go back into his kennel. Excuse me. So, how heartbreaking is it that he has to even be in one like that? Another dog at a perfect time in life, and he's wasting away in a shelter rather than being in a home. It's just the saddest thing. Again, it seems to be like the theme tonight with the older dogs, but they break my heart. And, oftentimes I present the harder to adopt animals, but the last couple weeks anyway, I know I've been throwing out there some really easy ones, and I really like to see some of these dogs get homes, especially these older dogs. They just deserve to be on a comfy couch, and I'm sure Brock would love to take his Tweety home with him too. Anyway, Brock has his own Facebook page, and it's called Brock of Love, where you can find out more, or you can call the town of Hempstead Animal Shelter where Brock is residing, and their number is 516-785-5220. Once again, that's 516-785-5220, or you can email adoption@tohmail.org, adoption@tohmail.org. So yeah, go check out Brock of Love on Facebook, and you'll see more pictures and more about his story. And that's kind of sad to see him with his little Tweety. It's probably his best friend. But yeah, check out Brock, and if you can't take him home, please share him. Invite your friends to like his page. All right, next up we have Pretty. And Pretty urgently needs a foster home, or even better, a forever home. At 4 years old, her owner just passed away. And, a foster between New Milford and Waterbury would work best for the rescue. She already has an appointment for her spay and to be brought up to date with her vaccinations. She'll need to recover, and then Pretty will be available for adoption. So, if you can be her stepping stone, if you can give her a soft place to land while she recovers from her spay, hang on to her, love her, and spoil her until she finds a forever home, please consider giving this sweet but confused and sad girl a chance. You may become what we call a foster failure and decide to keep her. It'd be a beautiful thing. But, she does need a foster ASAP, because otherwise, she's going to have no place to go. So anyway, if you would call Stephanie at 203-912-97 2016. That's 203-912-2016. Or you can go to www.passion4paws.org/adopt to fill out an application. And that would be to foster or adopt. You're required to fill out an application. And, that's a beautiful thing because, you should have the same qualifications to foster as you do to adopt. Anyway, please consider being a soft place for Pretty to land and help the rescue out, and most of all, help Pretty out. I'm sure she's, cats are sensitive in different ways than dogs, and I'm sure she's having a really hard time with, her owner's passing. Alrighty, next up we have Biloxi. And Biloxi is another dog who is in desperate need of a foster home, like ASAP. He is about 2 years old. He was rescued from a high kill shelter in Georgia where he'd been brought in as a stray, unable to walk, emaciated, and weighing only 24 pounds when a healthy weight for him should have been about 60 pounds. He's made a full recovery after being hospitalized for months. Biloxi is said to be a sweet boy, but he prefers humans over dogs, so he will need to be an only pet. After all he has been through, Biloxi deserves his chance at a real life, and a foster, or better yet, a forever home is where he needs to be. But if you can foster, that's really what they're looking for. Like I said, ASAP would be a beautiful thing. The rescue who is caring for Biloxi is Bark Animal Rescue in Long Island. That's BAARK Animal Rescue. And a foster home through them can be in New York or anywhere in New England. And if you are interested in finding out more about Biloxi, if you can help him out and take him into your home for a little while and let him decompress and get ready to be in his forever home, I know Biloxi would certainly enjoy that. You can email info@barklongisland.org. That's info@BAARKLI.org. Now, I'll take the camera back for a minute because I'm going to go off in a little rant. There's no pictures of Biloxi when he weighed 24 pounds and couldn't walk and was brought into the shelter in such a state, okay? But there's the picture that you see of him now. Let's think of dogs like Hope, who recently in Connecticut was found, 24 hours from death, emaciated, again, couldn't walk. Let's think of Patrick, who, if you're familiar with his story years ago, starved, thought he was dead, threw him down a garbage chute, but he fooled everybody and made a recovery. Those are two dogs that the pictures were out there, and people clamored to adopt both of them, Patrick and here in Connecticut, Hope. People were like banging down the doors and emailing and swamping and, oh my God, I have to have this dog, I want to adopt him. That's all fine and well for whatever purpose people like to try to rescue, help these high-profile dogs. But what about the ones like Brock, whose story wasn't front page news? It happens altogether too frequently. Same thing with Diamond, throwaway mama after years and years and years of producing puppies and making money for the family, and oops, now she's old and doesn't serve my purpose, or she might need a little medical attention, let me throw her away. These dogs all need somebody. It's not strictly about the high-profile cases. All you have to do is look around. I'm never sure with these high-profile dogs people are trying to adopt. Is it for the glory? Is it because it's a national news story and you can say, oh yeah, look, I adopted that dog? It really shouldn't be. I've said before, that dog will find a home. It doesn't have to be yours. Adopt another dog, because every dog that's out there needs somebody. Yours doesn't have to be the home that the news story goes to. There's plenty of animals that suffer behind closed doors that, some of them never get that second chance. So, lower your sights a little bit and stay out of the news stories and get out there and help the animals, the everyday animals who need homes, because, it's not always all about the look at me part of it. Okay, I'm over it. Next up, we have Chloe. And look at how sweet she is. She looks like such a good girl. She also needs a foster or forever ASAP. She's only about a year old, and she's been stuck in boarding, which is never the perfect situation. Sometimes, a rescue doesn't have any choice because the foster homes don't step up, and, there's no place for these dogs to go, but they can't say no. So, the dogs in boarding become a definite priority. Certainly shouldn't be the only means that a rescue uses to save an animal, because I know that that's like standard operating procedure for some, but for others, it's the way they're going to save that dog's life, and they really need to get them out of there as soon as possible. So that's where everybody comes in. It takes a village, and we've got to share them out and, maybe take one in. Anyway, at 50 pounds, she also thinks she's a lap dog. Like I said, it seems to be a theme, because these big dogs and a lot of the pit bull types, they're just such loves. They want to crawl in your lap, and they just want to be loved. Anyway, Chloe loves her toys. She loves playing. She loves kids, and again, bonus, other dogs. I'm throwing such easy ones at you, all right? Biloxi was the only one that can't be around other pets. I'm telling you, I'm throwing the easy ones at you. Chloe is spayed, she's up to date, she's microchipped, she's crate trained and housebroken, and she will thrive in a home with love, one that will give her some training and socializing and help her be the perfect dog, which won't be a stretch. She's already nearly there, she's young, and she's been bounced around, and now she's in boarding. She just needs someone to decompress with and show her some love and guide her in life. And so many of these dogs are the same way. Guide them a little bit, and they will be the best dogs you ever had. And people, I'm telling you, you just got to be able to see it. No dog, no person, no nothing. Nothing's perfect. So, you mold the way you can, and you accept the way they are the rest of the way, and it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, if you are interested in Chloe, you can email info@barkli.org, info@BAARKLI.org, and for Chloe as well, a foster home, if that's the route that it's going to go, should be in New York or New England. And, a home, I guess, can be where it needs to be, as long as it's an approved home. So look at how sweet she is. Again, I'm throwing out these animals who are good with other dogs. They don't have problems. Come on, folks, help us out here and network, adopt, share, foster. Fostering, I can't say it enough, is such a stepping stone. Zach, let's run through everybody again. There's Bailey. He's got such a sweet face. And Pugsley. And Diamond. And Brock. I love that picture. And Pretty. And Biloxi. And beautiful Chloe. So many faces every week that need help. And my biggest reward would be to know that, one, to all of them got homes. You know, I don't do this just to see myself on TV, because God knows I don't go back and watch. I do this because I really and truly want to help these animals find their forever homes. And I can't do it. I can't do it all. You know, God bless the rescues that do have the animals' best interest at heart. God bless the people who do go adopt animals from shelters and foster, because it's what saves lives. And, you know, if you think that the animals in shelters aren't at risk, you're wrong. You know, a lot of these animals are with private rescues, but some aren't. You know, they're municipal shelters, they're the town shelters, and, you know, it's not the same as being home no matter what, unless they are in a foster home, and those are the lucky dogs. So yeah, please, please, please share these dogs and consider fostering. It saves lives. It really does. How much time do we have left, Zach? A minute. I still want to know how it's a minute when it says 7:27 in here.
A minute, yeah, 7:27 is 1 minute.
Uh-huh. Okay, because it's about to say 7:28, but whatever. All right, so I'm going to make an appeal. If anybody has any adoptables that they want to bring on the show, I'd love to have them on. So if you would like to reach out to me, you can email me at pawprints, PAWPRINTS 713 at AOL.com. I can show you the animals until the cows come home, but it's so much more fun for me, and it's so much more fun for you to see them mugging in the studio. I think it gives you a whole different flavor. So if you have adoptables you want to bring on, holler. I'd love to have them. I'm going to say peace, love, and dogs. Until next week, thank you very much and good night.